which concern the security of the results transmission system. I wish to take this opportunity to confirm that our election management system is secure. There were no external or internal interference to the system at any point before, during, and after the voting. So the RTA system is secure. There was a question about where it was, and the reports I saw, they went back to the database that we're using. So that you know, the RTS system is based on a database that is very different from the alleged hacked database. Our team has reviewed the alleged logs and established that the claims being made could not be substantiated from our end. There's a question about passwords. As I said in the morning, no passwords were given to anyone within the Commission until on the eve of the election, as part of assuring the integrity of the system. But that said, of course, we must be vigilant. We must ensure that the system that we have is secure, and if you have any reports that indicate threats to our system, because it's not IEBC system, it's a system that belongs to the people of Kenya. Let us share that information, and let us join our hands together to ensure that it remains a secure asset for the people of Kenya. We believe that we've done everything possible to secure the integrity of that system. So, ladies and gentlemen, this evening we expect more activities. As I said earlier, we'll call upon your patience as our teams receive information with regards to Form 34B, and we hope that this process will come to an end as soon as possible so that we can go back to other business of building the nation. With those remarks, I want to say thank you very much. Okay, I've been requested to explain a little bit of the layout of this tallying center. What happened this time around, unlike before, we decided to do all the collation in the presence of everyone. Hence the arrangement that you see here. We expect that the returning officers are going to scan Form 34B, and that scanning will be sent through a secure network. And it will be received by team number 1 here. We are calling the receiving and validation team. That computer is basically to allow that secure access. After the validation team, we will hand over the form to the respective cluster. Each constituency is in a cluster. We have six clusters in the room. So if you want to know which ones they are marked, specific counties, you can identify them so that you pay keen attention to that process. But we also have another team here that is composed of our internal auditors. We call them the validation team. This is the receiving and authentication team. Sorry, I mixed the receiving and authentication team. The last team there is the validation team. It will receive reports from the different clusters compile the information and confirm that proper collection has been undertaken before the final Form 34C is prepared. So they're the ones who will prepare the Form 34C, and Form 34C contains the results of all the Form 34Bs. So that report is the one that will be considered by the Commission, adopted by the Commission, and then the results, the final results for the presidential election, are announced by the chairperson of the Commission. There's a small desk here, it is the diaspora desk. It will fit in one of those, but it was important that we have a separate desk for them. So we start with the receiving and authentication, clusters, validation, adoption of the results by the Commission, then final announcement by the chairman of the Commission. Thank you. Okay, of course, I talked about the agents who are seated here. There are 8 of them, representing the 8 presidential candidates. They'll be very critical during the process of authentication of the results form, as well as